Tim Blankenship here with Divorce661.com, and in this video we're continuing discussing Los Angeles County's Divorce Reject Sheet FAM-001, and today we're going over Judicial Council Form FL-170, Item 9B, and this reject item says, has box 4A, 3B checked, and it says submit a completed Judicial Council Form FL-160 property declaration. Okay, so on the FL-170, number 3B rather, it says the community and quasi-community assets and debts are listed in the completed current property declaration form FL-160. So this is when you have what's called a default without agreement. This means no response was filed. There's no settlement agreement per se, meaning there's no agreement in general. And when this happens, you are forced to divide everything equally, as is California law, or as close to equal as possible. And you need to prepare these property declarations, attach them generally to the petition when you file. So you're giving notice to the respondent that this is how you propose addressing the division of assets and debts. But if you mark this default without agreement document or item on the 170, you need to attach them to the 170 when you file your judgment, as the 170 is part of your judgment reject. Now, just one thing I would like to address on this is I'm always telling folks that a default without agreement is not the easiest case to get through the court. It's the most technical in that because there is no agreement between the parties, you have no choice as to divide all your community property equally. There's just no way around it. If you don't, the court will reject your judgment. You will have to refile your petition and amend it, reserve it, and start from scratch. So they can be a really pain in the butt. So when people are calling me and they've already started their divorce and they say, there's no response or they're not participating, the best way, and my advice on this from a procedural standpoint, is that you encourage your spouse to be cooperative. Because that's not the only way to get these through, but it's the only way to get it through from more of a fair standard where you guys can sign an agreement. The respondent does not have to sign a response and pay the filing fee. It will absolutely cost them no money to participate, but it allows you guys to circumvent the 50-50 division on everything, and you guys can have an agreement other than what would happen in a default without agreement type setting. Plus, keep in mind, if you have considerable assets and debts, or even if there's children involved, custody, visitation, alimony, or even if you don't want alimony or child support, those are easily remedied and agreed upon in a written agreement. But in a default without agreement, this is generally going to result in a hearing with court to assess, if there is kids, obviously, why is this defaulting? Why is there no participation when there's children involved? But also to address the division of assets and debts. Tim Blankenship, Divorce661.com. I hope you're having a great day. We'll talk to you soon.